Have you ever noticed that sometimes, the smallest changes in your elderly loved ones can actually be signs of something much bigger approaching? Many people still believe that death in old age happens suddenly. But the truth is, it usually doesn't. The human body often sends out gentle messages, quiet whispers signaling that time is slowly coming to an end. Yet most of us don't recognize them. By the time we do, it's often too late to prepare or to share those final precious moments. In today's video, we're going to look together at 5 important signs, changes that may seem minor at first, but can actually indicate that an elderly person is in their final year of life. 1. Noticeable, unintentional weight loss. Have you seen your loved one's clothes start to look baggier? Their belt suddenly no longer fits. Or maybe they eat less than before, even if they once had a hearty appetite. Unexplained weight loss, especially in seniors, is often a sign that the body is no longer absorbing nutrients well, muscle is slowly wasting away, and important biological functions are beginning to decline. This doesn't just weaken the immune system, but also increases the risk of falls and can lead to a cascade of other problems. While many families try to fix this by encouraging more food or adding supplements, sometimes the issue isn't about what they're eating, it's about changes deep inside the body, as it quietly prepares to close the final chapter. 2. Persistent fatigue. Even with rest, you might notice your loved one moving around less, sitting for longer periods, or sleeping more but still feeling exhausted. Even small tasks, like changing clothes or making a simple meal, leave them worn out. This isn't ordinary tiredness. This is when the body begins to switch into energy-saving mode, preserving strength only for the most essential functions. The heart pumps weaker, circulation slows down, and energy is no longer produced like it once was. Sadly, as their strength fades, your loved one may start to withdraw, become quiet, and lose their zest for life, not because they don't want to keep going, but because they simply no longer have the energy to do so. 3. Confusion, forgetfulness, and social withdrawal. You may notice them starting to forget family members' names, mix up the time of day, or wonder why they entered a room. Sometimes, they seem perfectly clear, only to become disoriented again minutes later. This happens when the brain, like other organs, doesn't get enough oxygen and nutrients. The ability to process information, remember things, and express emotions becomes more difficult. Some people may become quieter, avoid conversations, or even seem cold at times. But don't assume they don't care anymore. This is simply how the brain responds as its functions decline. 4. Frequent infections and slow-healing wounds. If your loved one keeps getting mild infections, like coughs, colds, or urinary tract infections, and takes longer to recover each time, this could be a clear sign of a weakened immune system. At the same time, small cuts, bruises, or sores may heal very slowly. Poor blood circulation means skin and tissue don't get the nutrients they need to repair themselves. It's important to know that infections in seniors don't always show up with a fever. Instead, you might see sudden fatigue, loss of appetite, or confusion. These changes should always be taken seriously and not brushed off as just old age. 5. Noticeable changes in breathing and circulation. Have you noticed your loved one breathing more slowly and shallowly, or pausing between breaths for several seconds before resuming? Sometimes, they may even show a breathing pattern where it speeds up and then slows down again, as if their body is adjusting to its own unique rhythm. In addition, their hands and feet may become colder, their skin may look pale or develop a bluish tint at the fingertips or toes, signs that blood is no longer being circulated evenly, but instead is being reserved for the most vital organs. Even simple actions like sitting up or speaking softly might leave them short of breath. These are not signs of a common cold or just weak lungs, they signal that the lungs, heart, and other organs are slowly winding down after many years of service. These 5 signs, significant weight loss, persistent fatigue, confusion and withdrawal, frequent infections, and changes in breathing and circulation, don't always appear all at once, and they can be easy to overlook at first. But if you start to see these changes emerging in your loved one, don't panic. Think of them as the body's gentle way of telling you that time is drawing near. Not to cause fear, but to help you prepare mentally. adjust your expectations, and together create a final journey filled with presence, love, and understanding, because ultimately, what matters most is not how much time is left, but how we spend those precious moments together.